Hey guys, day 176. I'm about to go for a ride here. It's late morning, another hot, muggy day. We had big storms yesterday. Oh my god, they were just downpours. I went to Sam's Club, and as soon as I got in the parking lot, I go to get out of the door, and it just pours down sheets. I couldn't even see the other side of the parking lot. I said, yep, no way, forget it. I mean, even if I made it into the store, which I'd be soaking wet, Sam's doesn't have bags or anything, so everything in the cart would have been soaking wet. Just came back home. But then the wife and I went out for sushi for dinner because there's this really awesome place right down the street that has happy hour 6 days a week, half price. So I mean, I get stuffed for $13. It's just awesome. It's really good sushi. But anyway, we had a tornado just down the street, and there were a whole bunch of houses hit. Nothing too major, but a lot of big trees down. One was all the way across the major road, and we had to detour through the neighborhood. And going through the neighborhood, lots of trees down on cars and stuff like that. That's like the number one reason why I don't park outside. I use my garage. So many people around here. I mean, I'm talking at least 75% don't use their garages for vehicles. Maybe that's a northern thing. I don't know. I didn't really see that until moving down, but down here people use their garages for all kinds of stuff. Mostly storage. Pretty much everyone on the street. I mean, you can see, down the street, everyone parks out in the driveway, and that's just the norm. And when I was talking to the garage door guy when he came to do this, I don't know what topic we were on, but he was telling me about all the weird stuff he's seen in garages, because obviously he does that every day. He's like, yeah, dude, that's the norm. I mean, he's told me about people that have entire kitchens. They've renovated the garage to be their kitchen. He said a lot of Asians and Mexicans do that. I had no idea. He's like, yeah, they got stoves and they got the deep fryers and everything out here. But, around here, you want to go on bike rides or whatever, a lot of the garage doors are up. Sometimes they've converted them and they've bricked over the front and they've put in screen porch, stuff. The door might still be there to seal it, but, or they put in a regular door. There's a couple of homes here that I don't know if they were models back in the day or they just remodeled it like that, but they've got a regular house door where the garage door would be, and then they put in some windows, and there's a couple that have fake windows. I mean, all kinds of stuff. I could see it converted to be as a room, if you actually make it part of the house and air condition and everything. I mean, that's a cool use of the space, but most of them around here, it's just junk. Like the new people that moved in right across the street. Obviously, I see it a lot because they're right across the street and they're out my window. And this is the norm. It's filled with boxes and crap, and I guess it's also partly because there are no basements pretty much in the entire state of Florida. The water table here is just a couple feet underground. There's no such thing as a basement. So storage space is kind of at a premium. We use the back room. We have 2 rooms that got added onto this house, and there's a tool room back there which has a little bit of storage stuff in it, but this house also has custom cabinets, you can see behind me there, built into the garage. So, and we've got rafters that got some big stuff stored up there. So I mean, I utilize what storage space we have. I realize not every house is going to have that kind of stuff, but still, most of the stuff I see is just packed. I mean, floor to ceiling, you can barely walk through the garages. The people that abandoned the house right across from me, I looked directly into their garage, and let's see, there you go. So, I always knew exactly what was in there, and it's just garbage. I mean, stuff they didn't even touch. So, I don't know. What was I talking about? I have no idea. Anyway, I'm going to go for a ride. I'm going to hit up some music today. Need a little motivation. Had my coffee. Oh! Maybe this is what I was leading to. I don't know. But we made a decision last night about, well, at least I think we made a decision last night about the direction of the bathroom. It's going to be a while, month or two, probably realistically, before it gets done, no matter what happens. But basically, we're down to 2 choices: pay to have it done, or me do it. There's problems with both ways. Obvious problem with paying to have it done is it costs money that we don't have right now. Now, I've been lucky enough to be able to sell some of my extra cigars. Thank you to all those guys out there that took advantage of that, and one lady. So that at least paid for the Terminix that I just had to shell out, and probably would cover most of the material cost of the bathroom right now. And that's just about ended. I've just got a few sales left here, and I'll leave that up for a day or two and see what comes in. And if I can get rid of the few that I have left, awesome. But like I said, I think that would pay for basically the materials if I did it to myself. Well, probably not all of them. Probably some of the materials as far as drywall, plumbing, electrical, tile. It wouldn't pay for anything like the specialty tools I would have to get, because I have nothing. I have no tile saw. I don't have a compressor. I don't have a nail gun. I mean, I don't even have a saw that would go through the studs. I mean, I don't have anything. So I would have to rent, borrow, buy, worst case, some specialty tools. I've got a lot of mechanical stuff. I can do anything with an engine, a car, electronics. I got all that stuff. Home stuff, nada. I got the basics. I mean, crowbar, hammer, screwdrivers, pipe wrenches, just repair stuff, not renovation stuff. So there would be some costs there. And then, fixtures, cabinet, sink, toilet, lighting. Those are the big things that I can think of off the top of my head. But it would be a huge learning curve, and not that I'm scared of that or anything. It's not rocket science. I can research it. I can do it right. That's the main thing. Not doing anything half-ass, and it'll take time, because I will have to, from the ground up, from concrete slab, blank studs to finished bathroom, I would have to learn everything. Not saying it's not doable. Like I said, it's rocket science. I've seen some of the people that do it. If they can do it, I can do it. That's all I'm saying. But, I mean, everything. Immediately what comes to mind is, how do I cap off the water to the shower, toilet, and sink while I'm working on this room and have raw pipes? I can't turn off the water to the whole house for a month or two, obviously. So there's got to be something, something out there that takes care of that. These are the kinds of things I'm going to have to learn. How do I get the studs to the concrete slab? I don't know, screws, big nail gun, I don't know, have to look into it. Permits, I'd have to research all that. Obviously, I think I would have to have an electrician and a plumber come in to at least inspect, because I'm not licensed to anything. I don't know. Do I have to have a contractor come in and look at woodwork and drywall? I have no idea. I'll have to research it. So there's a lot of work and a lot of time doing it myself. Here's the constraints with design. My arm's getting tired. Flip over here. There we go. Whew. Constraints design-wise. Here's what I'm thinking. It doesn't have to be anything spectacular. Obviously, it would be much better than it was before. I just want it good enough where in 10 years, when we sell it, we don't have to renovate it again. So nothing dated. What I'm thinking is something nice, hotel-like. Durable, something where anyone in 10 years would walk into it and not for a second think, oh, we have to redo this. Okay? So just good enough to that point. But nothing real expensive or fancy. I mean, no, frameless shower doors and 20 shower heads and a TV in the mirror, nothing like that. Not because I wouldn't like that. I think it would be cool, but one, way too expensive. I mean, we would have to save for a year. That's just ridiculous. Two, it's far above the features and quality of the rest of the house, let alone the street or the neighborhood. Nobody looking at this house or this kind of house would expect or need that kind of stuff in a master bath here. So it just has to be congruent with the rest of the house, which has been redone. When we got it, we gutted everything but the kitchens and baths. We did walls, flooring, paint, lighting, all that in the rest of the house. So the rest of the house has looked great for 7 years. We didn't do the kitchens and baths because right when we were getting ready to do that, we were going to pull the mortgage money out to do that. the housing market crashed. So we're like, put on the brakes. We're not doing anything else. It's done at this point. The market recovers. We'll put some more money into the house just before we sell it. Be money smart. But obviously those plans got derailed with the economy, yada, yada, yada. And this is out of necessity, not any kind of aesthetic need. Normally we would have rode it until the day we sold it, even selling it as is, or maybe just renovating to the bare minimum before, but obviously we didn't know anything about the major problems, so this is out of necessity. Anyway, so those are the basic constraints I'm thinking about. And feature-wise, we can obviously improve it, but like I said, nothing crazy. We will definitely put up a better mirror, because she hated the mirror in there. It was pretty much her bathroom. I only used the shower. I've always used the guest bath just for my stuff, which is, brushing my teeth and, shaving. That's pretty much it. Everything else was all her. In the shower, we would really, we would really like a lot of built-in shelves into the wall, and even some built into the corners, because at any given moment she has at least 20-25 things in the shower. 3-4 sets of shampoo and conditioner, all kinds of cleaners and treatments and creams and devices and poofs and all kinds of stuff. I got her for Christmas, a big vertical shelf thing that goes into the corner, and it's got, I think, 4 or 5 shelf units on it. She has that completely filled. Each shelf unit has 3 or 4 things in it. Plus, she fills up the towel rack that's built into the wall, puts everything on top of there. Plus, there's things in the corners on the floor. So the shower is packed with crap. So if we could just, inset that back into the wall, built-in shelves, that would be awesome. Get rid of all that crap. I would like a single light in the shower, in the ceiling, because right now the bathroom had no dedicated lighting. Basically, there were 2 tiny little fixtures over on the other side of the room, just on top of the mirror, but it wasn't even in front of the mirror, so it didn't reflect anything. It was just a horrible design, and they didn't even take normal light bulbs. They were that small, so I just took the fixture out, put in one bare fluorescent bulb, and that was 10 times the light that was in the bathroom. But there's nothing in the shower itself. So if we could get one light in the shower, just an overhead can, that would be awesome. That's easy to do, of course, when you're building the room. Stuff like that. That is all I'm thinking about as far as design constraints. So I think I can do it, and it would obviously be much more in our budget to do it myself. I don't mind taking the time and learning. It's just a matter of doing it right, taking my time. I can do that. So it's either that, or we take at least as much time to save and have it all done, and it's still going to take a week or two for somebody professional to knock it all out. So it's not like it'd be that much quicker. It's just less work, and I don't really care about that. So yeah, that's what's going on so far. So at this point, I am going to have some people come in and schedule some quotes, just so I know what ballpark I'm in. Right now, I have no idea. I don't know if we're talking $2,000, $4,000, $10,000. I have no idea what a professional would charge to do everything that's needed. Okay, so I need to get a ballpark. So I'm going to get some people over, get some free estimates, tell them straight up, look, if we do anything, we're a few months out. So this is what we need, this is what we're thinking, what's your ballpark? Just so I can make a better decision. Because if they do come back and they say, oh yeah, we're talking, $3,000, $3,500 maybe, I'd say for that. Because I'm going to spend a few hundred in tools, so all I'm really saving is a few hundred in labor. Yeah, I'd say for that. I'd pay for that, no problem. I have no problem paying a professional as long as it's comfortably within my budget. No problem. It's like cars. If I can do something and I save a buttload of money, okay, I'll do that. Like our old Mini, our 2007 Mini, I had to replace the water pump because the dealer wanted $1,800. Screw that. Took me 6 hours, but I got it done. I had to disassemble half the front end of the car, but I got it done because I saved $1,800. But if they would have said, it's $400. I would have said, here's $400. I'll save the 6 hours. So I want to get an idea, want to see what ballpark we're in, but something tells me it's more in the $6,000 to $10,000 range. That's just my gut feeling from everything that's needed, floor up, including hauling out debris and stuff. So, well, I guess that's enough babbling for today, but I wanted to update you guys. So I'm going to go for a ride, grab a shower, got some work to do, got to run to the post office, get some more boxes out, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh yeah, one more thing. I did go back to Sam's, got a couple pairs of shorts. I'm down from 40s, down from 38s, down to 36s, and they fit very comfortably. Sweet.